Right then guys, welcome back to another Q&A. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
No, carry on, you carry on.
Shall I start? Clive Batten, how do you tell the difference between cars coming in and those going out?
I don't know, Clive, you better come down and let us know.
No, we've got a fairly good procedure in place, haven't we? The obvious one really is memory. You do tend to remember a lot of the vehicles, but obviously after a sale, each vehicle has a window sticker on it, and obviously the month of the sale and the lot number is on the window, and obviously any fresh new arrivals come in won't have the sticker. But to be fair, we tend to try and keep very personal with everyone, don't we? So we do tend to meet a lot of customers or transporters when they bring cars in, and we try and get things done as best as we can in the same day as a turnaround wise.
I find it a little bit harder now that we're not having public attendance at sales.
Yeah.
When you're on the rostrum and you sell a car to someone stood in front of you, then you remember the face and you think, right, okay, you bought that. So when they walk down to collect, you think, oh yeah, he's come for that red MGB. But we can't have live auctions at the moment without going off on a tangent. We cannot hold the crowds that would come. There would be, well, we got to the point where we're having thousands turn up pre-COVID, so that would quadruple now. We'd have 15, 20,000 people turn up, which is why we can't have live auctions, which is why we're operating as we do. So, but it is very personal. We have a system on our phones, don't we, with a photograph that says this car's being taken by this contractor or this person. So there's systems in place. Contractors and collectors are given codes, aren't they?
Yeah.
They have an individual code that you have to quote when they come down. So they're given a quote. They're given a code. Sorry. Yeah. So they can't just turn up and say I've come for an MGB. They've got to have a lot of information.
Yeah, they go through the system, don't they? Yeah. And it filters down to us lads.
Yeah.
And
so
then,
they go through the office, the girls filter down, make sure they are who they say they are, with various questions and codes that they've been given. And then it goes on our group, pops up on our screen, and it's
and the paperwork's sort of like the pass key out, isn't it?
And
obviously, they show us guys down here the paperwork. Obviously, everything corresponds. The paperwork is sort of
like
the key,
the old-fashioned pass out
from the office, really.
Yeah.
So now there's loads of different bits in place, and you tend to remember anyway, really, don't you?
There's not just one. There's probably 6 or 7 different steps that's got to go through before a car goes.
Fair procedure.
And Paul McDonald here just sprung out on this one. Can we purchase Mathewsons merchandise? Yes. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, you can. The shop down in Thorntondale has all sorts of bits and pieces on, from the jackets that we wear when we're out rallying, jumpers, hats, scarves, mugs, you name it. And we're going to, because leading on from that question, that links in nicely with the attended sales that I was talking about. Because we know it's difficult for you guys to come to us, we're going to start going out to you. So we bought a big trailer so we can go out and attend some of these shows and events and say hello and meet you guys, and photographs and all the rest of it. And you might even buy a hat or a jacket. So yeah, thanks for that, Paul. Yeah.
What else have we got? Patrick Overend, has there ever been a car that you've gone to pick up and you realise it's too far gone?
I have. I can't think what, but I have. I've turned up before.
There's a few where you think, oh, usually what Grandad sent me out on, to be fair. Yeah,
because
Grandad will say, oh, Jack, I'll go pick up.
He's terrible for not getting the back story, and he's not getting photographs of a car.
Yeah, he'll just send me a postcode and it's an Austin or something, and you're like, oh God, you don't know what you're going to go to. And there's been a few cases where you think, oh, that might be, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. But they say, how far is too far? So, there's the prime example is the Mini Cooper S, which everyone talks about.
Yeah.
If you'd looked at that, you'd have thought,
I'll leave it in the garage.
I'll leave it there. But just trying to find
there are. I can't think of one. Was it Paul? I can't think. Patrick, sorry, I can't think of one, Patrick. But yeah, I have turned up before now. It doesn't happen very often because we try and do our homework before we go. So we ask for photographs and a bit of information, obviously, and then we have a chat. Just to make sure we can meet the owner's expectations. So not very often, but it probably is linked in with his granddad, as he probably says. He's terrible for not getting the backstory, and just to, yeah. And then you get there and it's like, well, no. So yeah, we do occasionally, but not very often. Not very often.
It'll be down a 5-foot snicket.
Well, it's not necessarily the logistics, it's the state of the car when you get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They forget to tell you it's been stood outside for 4 years, you know, rotting away. Paul Evans here. Modern classics like the Ford Escort seem very popular. They do. They have just taken a little bit of a dive recently, Paul, but then so's everything else. We've all realigned to pre-COVID prices in this industry. Is there a future modern classic that you think people should hold on to? A future modern classic? Jack, you're more into the modern stuff. What would you suggest? A modern classic?
Personally...
It'd be the sports stuff, won't it?
I think the Mark IV and Mark V Golfs, to be fair, you could almost argue the Mark IV Golf R32s are nearly getting there now. You know, I've seen them very low and they're up very high now, aren't they?
Look at Citroen Saxo, VTRs, VTSs, Peugeot 106 GTIs, that
like
type of stuff. That's coming. I mean, they've gone all the way down to scrap, and now they're coming right back up again.
Yeah, probably like the Fiesta ST 150s.
They're coming on again.
They were like, you bought a red one for 1,200 quid, and I think now you're looking at like 3.5.
Yeah, they've doubled. They've doubled into.
So I think again another number of years, I think.
I think it has to be
after when they came out, but I still think they'll be up there.
I think, as a rule, I think it has to be the sportier stuff.
Yeah.
There's always the more plainer saloons that fall in and out of favour, but as a rule, I think it'd have to be the sort of sportier stuff, wouldn't
I'm trying
it?
to think. What
Focus. I mean, look, we've just witnessed the Focus, the 5-cylinder Focus RS, obviously.
Yeah, Focus
that's
RSs.
there.
Yeah,
but then also the 4-wheel drive one. I think you'll find that 4-wheel drive version, that Ecotec one. I think you'll find that will come on, you know.
The new ones.
Yeah, I do.
They probably will, won't they? I think the fast forward market will always drop down and then come back up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think you will.
So,
but I think if you pick something sporty, you know, I don't think you can normally go far wrong, can you?
No, I'll tell you what, I've came on big time as well. The Audi S3, are they called the 8Ps? Do you know the little the 1.8 BAM engine, same as the VW Golf?
I'll leave all that to you.
Little short S3, I'm sure they're called 8P or 10P, I can't remember. And anyway, the little 1.8 turbo S3s,
they've come on.
They've come on a lot. They've come on a lot, and I think they'll come on even more so in years to come. There's loads, to be fair, isn't there? There is a lot.
Nick Brown, hi Nick. Do you plan to live stream any of your auctions on YouTube? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do live stream them on our own platform, so you can watch them on the day. If you go onto our website, there's a live stream and you can see what's happening. We've just changed it slightly this last couple of sales. We've just built a bigger stage, a bigger rostrum area, and Jack's just realigned the cameras and things, and we brought it back behind the telephone bidders, whereas historically it's been in front. So we've relocated the cameras to go behind telephone bidders. So if we do a lot of telephone bids on an auction day, so if you're on the phone, Ian and Nick is in Australia, good day, then you can see who's bidding for you. So we have a team of telephone bidders that sit in front of the rostrum, and I make a point now of saying to them, you know, stand up and show that, you know, whoever you're on the phone to at home, that you're doing the job for them. So and Alan and Andy said it worked quite well again last time, where they're on the phone. He said, yeah, I can see you. Yeah, he said, that's me, hand up, you know, that's me. Just to try and get you guys feel a little bit more sort of involved with it, really. So yeah, but we're going to go to the next level, and I think and go down the YouTube, guys. Yep. Yeah, next one.
Definitely.
Yep.
Neil Howley, do you ever get Volkswagen T4 vans in? We don't get many T4s, do we?
Which one's the T4? What's that? What
year will that be? We just saw the white one, camper one, didn't we? We did about 7.5.
Oh, I know. Like the one with the square red lamps.
Yeah.
Is that the one? T4. I always get them all mixed up, these.
So do I, to be fair. We had a white one 2 sales ago, but we don't actually get.
Is that the Bangers and Cash one that I really liked?
No, I don't think it was. T4 vans. We don't get too many. We get plenty of T5s, don't we? And obviously the T6s.
What's the one that we had? The camper van that we had, the grey one.
T5.
Oh, the one before that then.
Yeah, one before that. Yeah, slightly mod. It's hard to describe. I always get mixed up with all the models. It's like BMW as well. I always forget.
E this, models. E that, and all the rest of it. Yeah.
But yeah, we do get a couple in. Not too many T4s in all fairness. I can't think of the red Porsche.
Oh, the one with the Porsche engine.
I think that's an earlier one.
Right, okay.
But anyway, there you go. Yeah.
Well, anyway, there you go, guys. That sort of wraps up another Q&A. Thanks ever so much for the questions. Please keep them coming in. We'll try our very best to work through them. And yeah, thanks for watching us, guys.
See you later.
See you later.